related to what was just asked.
Okay.
I think the city council people seem to be working well together, but I noticed tension between the council and the mayor, especially at the time when we were discussing the mega roads. I was wondering how we can ensure that we have a civility toward the mayor and a discussion, as Aaron says, rather than tension.
I think that's a wonderful question on which to close this forum. So I was going to give you a minute to talk about anything else that you wanted to bring to it. And now I've added a little bit to that. So each one of you take a couple of minutes, if you will, address the question that came to you just now, and then anything else that you would like to address to close the forum. Thank you. Aaron, we'll start with you since we ended with you at the beginning.
Yeah, I just answered the question.
You did. Would you? Yes, you did, Aaron. Yes. However, would you like to take another minute to finish up with anything that you felt was left unsaid that you would like to emphasize?
Yes, I would like to say that I intend to speak to the issues that confront us as a city. If I'm elected to be on the city council for the city of Moscow, I intend to work on the cities, on the questions that affect us as a city. Yeah, just the inference that I'm unable to work with others, I don't understand that. I know that that's the information that some of the people that would like to not see me sit are happy to repeat over and over again, along with their Moscow's unfriendly to business mantra. So I think that what we need is just a little bit more truth, honesty, and let's talk about things as they actually happen rather than as we'd like people to see them.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I pride myself on working well with everybody that's on the council, including the mayor, and all of the city staff as well. I enjoy working with the mayor and other members of the council, and I guess I do believe that we could always improve our civility within the government, in public and in private, just to make sure that we're all working together and respecting our different perspectives and points of view. So that's something I'd like to make sure that we always maintain with the city. To go on, I enjoy the time that I've spent. I'm proud of the work that the staff does on every day. I feel like a big part of my job, it's not just decision making and how we stand on different issues, although that's usually how it gets reported. I think a lot of what we do as city council members has to do with being accessible to the residents of Moscow and to be able and willing to listen to whomever, whenever they want to talk to us, and to take those ideas and bring them forward to whatever piece of the city they need to go to, whether it's to specific departments or to the mayor itself or to the administration, to parse out the various parts of the community. Sometimes people tell us about big picture things that they care about, and sometimes people tell us about things as small as a loose screw or a pothole in a particular location or some very small pieces there. It seems small to me, but they're very important to that person. So we have to be always able to move those thoughts forward. So,
thank you, Tom. Dan?
Well, I hope I get along with the mayor because I sit next to her every 2 weeks, and we haven't come to blows yet. So I think that's always a good sign. You know what? We do have our disagreements, and we've even allowed the mayor to be a tiebreaker on a couple of occasions here recently. So obviously, there's occasions when we're not going to agree on the council, but after it's all said and done, nobody doesn't get along with anybody. We all still talk in public and private with each other. So I don't think that it's as antagonistic as people seem to think it is. You know, once we get the business done, we move on. You know, that there might be something in that particular situation, but we can move forward from that and still all be citizens of Moscow. I think that's the key. Tom mentioned the small things. Those are the things that we like to be able to hear about because, you know, that's the things that you can get done, you know. We can just make a call hopefully sometimes and get that pothole taken care of. And if you do that, but you got a friend for life after you get that. So those are always great. You know, I've been happy to serve these last 4 years. It's been fun. I hope to serve 4 more. I hope that I get your vote on November 8th. Thanks for having us. It's always fun to come to these forums and get your word out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Wayne?
Thank you for that question. You know, I think if you look at our council makeup that we have right now, we all really like and respect each other. When I read in the newspaper about some of the surrounding communities and some of the stuff that goes on their city councils, I'm thinking, wow, we got to be kind of boring. People say, well, God, I saw you on Channel 13. I'm going, well, you couldn't sleep then, could you? Because I don't know why you're watching that. But it's important, and it is, and I think that needs to be really, really accentuated. Man, anytime you have 7 A-type personalities sitting together, you're going to see some friction once in a while. But it's not friction that is disruptive to a point, and it's certainly not the type that is demeaning to anybody else on the council. And that's because we do love and respect each other. We all enjoy working together, and I do think we work together well. And no, we don't agree on everything. And there's a lot of give and take that goes on amongst us council that the city of Moscow that the people don't see. My 2 years as council president, I've been really involved in trying to make sure and trying to keep the executive and the legislative section of our government working together and trying to find a middle road somewhere where we can agree and show some harmony. But sometimes I'm successful at it, and other times I haven't been successful at it. And that's the way it's going to be. And I can live with that because it still is extremely enjoyable. When it comes to decision making, one pothole, one vote is great. And Dave's absolutely right. But you know, it's the big decisions that have to be made. And how do you focus on the results of that decision? And I've always believed, and I will continue to believe, that when we have to make a decision, whether it's a traffic decision, or whether it's an environmental decision, or whether it's a population decision or a developmental decision, we have to make a decision that's going to benefit the community as a whole and not show favoritism to a segmented group. There's going to be times when a decision is made that affects a section of town. It might be a neighborhood, it might be a business district, but if it's for the overall benefit of Moscow, then that's how it should be based. We still have, on the other side of the state line, 200 acres that's sitting there waiting to be developed into a large shopping center. They own that property, they're simply waiting for the economic times to turn. We need to keep moving forward so that Moscow does not become a bedroom community in Whitman County. We need to be competitive. We need to be environmentally safe. And we need to have a great home for our people. And I don't think any of us live here by accident. We live here by choice. And I'd like another 4 years to continue on with the programs that we started, that are important, that are dear to my heart, and need to stay on the front burner and not get put on the back burner. November 8th is the date. I appreciate your vote and bring your neighbors. Thank you.
We thank all 4 of you. And we can call them and cuss them out later if we need to. But today we appreciate all 4 of you. I want to thank all of you for coming. Roger, is there anything else that you needed to add?
I think that's it. Other than will you get some entertainment maybe from the schools for a Christmas party?
Oh, I'll try. Yeah, sure, we'll do something. Anyway, don't forget to vote on November the 8th. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for being here today. It was a great